All right, what would your record be if you bet every NFL preseason game to go under the total? Or if you bet on every home team to win in the preseason? I have all the numbers since 2006. Let's take a look at favorites and underdogs against the spread first. Since 2006, if you bet every underdog on every NFL preseason game, risking 100 per game, you'd have a win-loss record of 568 wins, 524 losses, and 35 ties, or pushes as they're called, and you'd be up just over 2K. Below are the numbers just for the last 10 seasons, and numbers are pretty much the same, just on a smaller sample size. Let's take a look at Moneyline next. No surprise, Moneyline favorites win at a higher rate, almost 60%, but we see this in every sport. Win percentage doesn't translate to money won when we're talking about money lines, and keep that in mind when you see some of these pick sellers bragging about 70% winning records. It means nothing if they're betting big favorites. Next, we have the over-under numbers since 2006, and then the last 10 years. Since 2006, all preseason games, and the over-under is only a difference of actually 13 games. It's almost 50-50, which is pretty crazy on a sample size that big for the records to be that close, or only 13 games off. Last 10 years, unders have hit 27 more times than overs, but it's barely enough to overcome the juice on such a big sample size. We know why unders win more. It's pretty simple. Most bettors like to bet overs. Odds makers know this, so they inflate the totals up a little bit, especially on primetime games or TV games. This alone is basically enough to provide an edge on the unders. And this should obviously go without saying. I don't recommend just blindly betting every under. I don't recommend just blindly betting anything one way. Lastly, I have some home and away splits on the spread. Looks like home field advantage doesn't really exist too much in the preseason, as the away teams are profitable both since 2006 and then just the last 10 seasons. Now, if you find this type of stuff helpful, I post all different types of historical records and trends and also systems inside the Betting Network Discord, all with a goal to help each other win more. For example, we've been crushing Major League Baseball just betting home teams facing a sweep. Sounds simple, but I have tons of systems like that we can identify and take advantage of if we think it makes sense. I have a ton of NFL systems. The invite link to join the Discord is in my bio. If that link doesn't work, try to go to my Instagram page, and the link in my bio there should work. You can join for free, but we'll have limited access. I do charge $25 per month or $50 for 3 months for full access to all channels. The reason I do that is I spend a lot of time in there answering questions and helping new bettors. But also, I have a lot of stuff archived in there, over 90 different betting lessons. I have betting tools, odds converters, bankroll management calculators, and when it was free for years, the first 3 or 4 years basically, I had all types of frauds, fakes, and wannabes coming in, stealing the content, using it as their own in an attempt to try and fool people to make them believe that they actually know what they're talking about, which they don't. But of course, they still can do it now. At least if they do it, I'll get something out of it. But hope to see some of you in the Discord. Don't even take my word for it. Join for free. Ask some of the members that have already been in there for a while and see what they think.